Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Chris. This is Sloth. Together we are AgileSloth Gaming. This is the first video in the series that I'm going to do for the FM21 beta, and we are going to be taking over AC Milan. So here we have the AC Milan squad, which on first appearance isn't amazing. We've got two good players, I'd say, maybe three, in Zlatan, Çalhanoğlu and Theo Hernandez. Obviously Zlatan's 38 years old, he's not getting any younger, but he does have phenomenal stats, but he's not going to be playing every game, I wouldn't have thought, at 38 years old. We've got Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who again is good, 26 years old, just kind of good age that you'd want, but he has only got 1 year left on his contract and he doesn't want to sign a new contract. So I'm going to try and do well in the first season and try and convince him to stay. If not, then I'll probably look to move him on in January. Unfortunately, the transfer budget, which we'll come on to in a moment, isn't that great, so probably getting rid of him and getting a replacement, a top quality replacement in, isn't an option. I've got Theo Hernandez, 22-year-old left back, which is good, 3.5-star rating, potential 4, so he's looking like a pretty solid option down the left. He's got decent stats, good pace, so maybe we're looking to use him to get forwards as much as possible. He's comfortable in the wing-back role as well as the full-back role. So yeah, hopefully that'll be a pretty solid outlet for me. Looking at the rest of the squad, obviously you know about Donnarumma. He's decent goalkeeper, lots of potential. Got Benacer, advanced playmaker in the midfield. Generally, we've got quite a lot of young players. It's a young squad with a decent amount of potential, but perhaps in the immediate term, they're not going to be set in Serie A light. We've got Sandro Tonali, who's on loan, but with a really high potential rating. So we'll be looking to hopefully sign him permanently at the end of the season. I've been looking through, I can't see that we've got any agreements in place to sign him. I don't know if that was just my misunderstanding in real life that Milan had got him permanently. Anyway, he's not in this game. So yeah, hopefully we can do a deal there. He looks like he could be one for the future, that's for sure. Same as Saelemaekers, the right winger. Unfortunately, he's my best right winger. That's 3-star, but obviously he's got potential of 4 to 5. So I think maybe a position that I'll be looking to strengthen in the short term, maybe with a loan signing or something along those lines. But in the future, he could well be a world beater. We've got Dalot on loan from Manchester United. He doesn't really look good enough to be getting in the first team. He's backup right back to Calabria. I mean, he's not far off Calabria, actually. Calabria's not that good. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Obviously, he's got a reasonable potential. I'm not sure if United would sell him. 11 million. We'll see how he does. If he's tearing up trees, then maybe it's something we could look to make permanent at the end of the year. As we scroll down, we've also got Brahim Diaz, again from on loan, this one from Real Madrid. Really good potential. I'm not sure that Madrid would be wanting to sell him, certainly not for the sort of price I could afford. He's in the squad. He's 2.5-star on that left wing. So he's a backup for Çalhanoğlu, although I do have Jens Petter Haug as well of a similar standing. So we'd have to see how they get on. Obviously I'm gonna favour my permanent player over developing another team's player. And yeah, that's about it really. There's not a lot else going on down there, so we'll just hop over and see what the finances are like to show you the challenge we've got here. So I've adjusted the wage budget slightly because there was no wage budget left. So we've got the transfer budget's come down to 10 million, and we've got a wage budget of about £100,000 left. So we could get a player in there, perhaps, maybe. I've seen a lot of people doing minimal upfront payments and then heavy clauses and future payments in order to get players in, especially in this beta. So maybe that's what we could look to do, or as I suggested earlier, some loan signings. But that's what we're going to have a look at now and see if there's any players that we can bring in. Okay, so I just want to round this video off by looking at how we got on in pre-season and showing you guys the signing that I have made. Exciting. So yeah, these are the pre-season results. Some okay results. Beat Juventus 3-1. We drew with Young Boys 2-2, which wasn't great. Some good, some bad, to be honest with you. The Inter result, we were bossing that game until had a player sent off, and then we lost 2-0. So I don't mind that so much. We did have our first competitive game in the Europa League second qualifying round, which was, again, not a particularly inspiring 1-0 win over Servette FC. We're through to the third qualifying round then against Jablonec, which obviously would expect to be winning. Got our first match in a couple of days against Bologna that I will do in the next video. And then just moving on to the transfers that I have made, singular. So we have brought in, I thought I had brought in somebody. Where is he? Hang on a second. I'm sure he played in the last game. Am I going mad? Yeah. Okay, so where is he? That's weird. We have signed Carlos Sola. So, yeah. I did say that we had a bit of a weakness on the right wing. If we're playing the attacking position, he isn't any better than what we've got. If he plays slightly further back, he is better. But also, he can fill in the Mazzala role, which we do have in the team, and the box-to-box midfielder role, which we do have in the team, which, after a little bit of further examination, past the first team starters, we had a little bit of a lack of depth. So I did sign him. Probably paid a little bit more than I wanted to be honest with you. I paid, I think it was like 5 million up front, and then another 19 million split over 2 years. So yeah, that transfer is obviously going to impact the budget going forwards, but I felt at least needed to bring somebody in with the limited budget that I've got. We'll see how he gets on. But yeah, anyway, that's going to end the video round about there. I'll be back with the next one, with the first competitive game in the league against Bologna, see how we get on. Season expectations, I'm not too optimistic, to be honest with you. I've seen a couple of other people who are struggling with AC Milan. So yeah, I don't profess to be better than anybody else, although this is the Milan Masterclass, so who knows. But yeah, I'd like to be fighting for the European places, ultimately, at the end of the first season, looking to build the squad and bring the young players that we have got through and improve them, and hopefully in 2 or 3 years be looking to challenge for the title. Alright guys, well that's AgileSloth Gaming. We'll be back with the next video, hope you can join us.